Okay, friends, welcome to our workshop. So normally, if you've been a part of a workshop with us before, we have this inside of a private group on Facebook. And this month we were like, nope, we want to see everyone's beautiful faces and have a chance to give you guys the information about becoming a stylist in person. So this is what we are doing. Like I said, if you have any questions during this meeting, you can ask them inside of the chat feature that's on the right. And we'll either answer them if we see them, or at the very end, we will answer it too. So just a little bit of an idea of how this night is going to go. We have 6 girls on our team who are at the level of executive and above, and they are each going to share a little bit about their own story with Color Street and then give you a little bit of details with topics ranging from the new stylist kit and working your business with a busy life, how to get paid with the compensation plan, and super fun things like that. If you're new to Zoom, on the upper right-hand corner, if you're on a computer, you can change the view to speaker view or gallery view. If you do speaker view, the person who is speaking is larger than everyone else's pictures, and I would recommend you doing that just so that you can see a little bit better what is going on, especially when we show the new stylist kit. You're going to want to see like what it actually is. So try and do that view instead. I'm going to leave it at gallery view so I could see all your pretty faces. We're so excited to have you guys here. I know that Color Street has been the biggest blessing to my life. I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of what my story was. My name is Julie Cruz. I have been a stylist since July of 2018. And at the time, I had kind of dipped my feet and been a part of 2 different MLMs in the past. And while I saw success with them, I was feeling like I had big goals, right? Big goals of what I could do with the business. And as much as I worked, I just couldn't get there. And so my little sister hosted a online nail party, which was the first time I'd ever heard of that before, because in the previous companies that I had been a part of, I had never done a party online. And so I was like, okay, I'll support her. And I purchased 4 nail sets. And I thought, well, they're buy 3, get 1 free. What do I have to lose? But I was really stubborn. I didn't watch any videos. I didn't watch any ways of how to apply. And when I got them in the mail, I was like, oh, these are really cool. And I opened them up and immediately cut the nail strip in half without taking any of the plastic cover off. And I'm trying to put it on my nail and I'm like, these suck. I don't know why people like these. This does not work. And I call my sister and she was like, well, did you take the plastic cover off? And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that you had to do that. And so I did it again after that. I took the plastic cover off and it was Tokyo Lights, which if you know anything about Color Street, which I hope you do, Tokyo Lights is like the #1 seller. And I put Tokyo Lights on and I remember distinctly looking down at my hands, which were like the shortest nails ever. I would bite my fingers all the time, so bad. And I looked down at my hands and I said, literally out loud, oh my gosh, whoa. And for me at the time, I have 4 kids, 2 of which are twins, and it's my life is crazy. At the time, I would never go to the nail salon, maybe once a year. And I remember my husband would ask me, what makes you feel pretty? And I would say, oh, doing my nails. But I never felt like I had the time to go out and do them. And so putting on those nail strips that day made me feel pretty and put together, and it was fun and different, right? And so I couldn't get that thought out of my head. Once I tried on that nail strip, I was like, I can't ignore this. I feel like this is something that I need. I need the fun to be back in my life again. And so I was scared because like I said, I was part of another multi-level marketing company at the time. And I'm like, oh, I want people, I don't what if people don't take me seriously? I'm so nervous. And sorry, taking people off hold. So I was like, let me just host a party, which I'm sure a lot of you guys were like that too. I said, let me just host a party and kind of see what my friends think. And at the time, I didn't realize that there were perks if I would have signed up before the party, but Now I make sure that I tell my hosts all of that. So anyway, I do a party, and within the first few days, I have like over $600 in orders. And I'm like, well, I think my friends like this. So I decided to like really sneakily sign up and just kind of like try and incorporate it into my posts and stuff. It was so funny. And I've realized that the more I was posting about these nails, the more people were like, I want to try that. And I pretty much saw amazing success right away. And I think it was because right away I had a party. Then my friends wanted to host a party, and it just turned into this really big snowball effect where then their friends, then their friends wanted to host a party, and then their friends wanted to host a party. And all of a sudden I had this large VIP group and girls who wanted to join me in the business. And then you get to now where we, as of April, had 1,167 girls on our team called Threefold United. And we sold almost $600,000 in nail polish last month. I have rank advanced to the top rank of the company, which is National Executive Director. And I'll explain a little bit about that in the compensation plan when my time comes at the end. But it has been the absolute biggest blessing in my life. What I didn't realize I needed, what started out as me just saying, I need more fun in my life, let's just see what happens, turned into literally the biggest blessing in my life. My husband is now home with us full time. And I can't even begin to tell you how amazing it is. So this business, all that to say, this business is what you make of it. You can work it as much or as little as you want. It is your business. But if you want to run, you'll learn tonight that we have the things in place for you to be able to run. If you just want to be your friend's nail dealer, then you could do that too. So we're here to support you in whatever your decision is. So that is my story. I'm so excited to have you guys here tonight. So in between each person that is going to be presenting tonight, I'm going to come back and kind of introduce them a little bit, and they're going to share like probably a little less of their story than I did. Sorry. But we're going to start off with Alethea. She is an amazing executive on our team, and she is going to share what comes in the new stylist kit. I'm going to unmute her. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Alethea. Like Julie said, I am an executive director here with Color Street. I signed up with Julie. And a little bit about me. I had also previously done a couple of multi-level marketing companies and had success. And I got burned out because it was pre-Facebook parties. Let me say that, first of all. So I got burned out, and I was never, ever, 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 ever going to join again. So when Julie started selling this, I did see on her personal page, she kept talking about these nail strips, and I'm like, all right, send me a sample. So she sent me a sample, I put them on, I was amazed. And then I forgot about it. I forgot all about it. And then I said, well, you know what? Maybe I'll have a party and get some free sets, because I really didn't have the extra money at the time to buy buy three, get one free at all. So I said, you know what, Julie, I'll have a party. I had, I think, a $1,200 party, and my coworkers were losing their mind. So I didn't join yet. So, and then I'm in her VIP group, and I'm seeing all my friends purchase from her. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I work with these people. They could totally be my customers. So I decided to join, and I had to save up the money to do it. And what a blessing. I am so glad I did, all from saving, what was it, $129 for this little beautiful, beautiful black box. $129 I can blow in, a minute at TJ Maxx, because I collect this stuff, as you can see all behind me here. And I said, you know what, I'm going to save, and I'm going to give it a go. And if I just get a little extra money in my pocket every month, it was worth it. Lo and behold, it just took off. And thank you, Julie. So tell me if I stay in frame here. Am I in frame? I just wanted to stand up so you can see this. So when you get your stylist kit, everything that you need to run your business comes in this box. And that's the great thing about it, because there's not a lot of product, a lot of inventory. You can carry it in your purse, and you always have your business with you. So I'm going to open the box and show you what all comes with it. In there, you're going to get 13 full sets of nails. You're going to get pedicure, petite, full size, and French manicure. So you're going to get 13 of those. And if those 13, if you sold them for retail, even a little under retail, you paid for your kit. You can earn your money back right away. You can wear them, share them, sell them, use them as incentives, whatever you need to do. If you need to sell them, you sell them. Also in your kit, you get a couple little goodies. You get 2 of little buffers, Color Street logo branded right there. I used these when I got my kit as book a party, get a free Color Street buffer, because I didn't have a lot of inventory because I sold all my sets to get my money back. So I didn't have, but you know what? People signed up and they just wanted this little cute buffer. You get 2 Color Street nail files. I used these as my first girls' night in party. I gave a full set and a file to the winner. So there's things in here you can use. You do not have to spend the money to get extra incentives for prizes. Okay, the bread and butter, as I call it, of your business. You get 72 samples. Okay, these are this is all you really need to sell this product. I keep them in my purse. I keep them in my car. I keep them in my locker at work. I keep them in my boyfriend's car because he's really on me about, did you have your samples when you would go out to dinner? Go out to dinner, we pay our bill. I put my business card and sample and all that in there with it and leave that. So I'm really bad. Julie, please don't yell at me. Please don't notice. I don't have my nails done. So usually I go out, I have my nails done, but we are remodeling and I was going to be sanding a table today. So I didn't want to have my nails pretty because when I do the sanding, I rub off my polish. So your nails are your best advertisement with you at all times. You're ready to go. You get this cute little handy dandy Color Street bag. Everything that you need to run this business fits in this. If you've seen other kits that you get, you're lugging big totes and big this and that, it can fit in this. It can fit in your purse. It can fit in a little wristlet. That's all you need. You're going to get nail polish remover pads, nail prep pads that'll go with your samples. You're going to get little mini nail files and cuticle sticks. And you're also going to get the opportunities brochure. I love these because every hostess that has a party for me, when I send her hostess thank you gift, I stick this brochure in there. She said, oh, I'm not interested in selling. I stick this in there because if you read this, the info in here is, it might intrigue them. Like it maybe intrigued you. And, which I do not have in here because I left them in the room, you get catalogs. You'll get the current spring summer catalogs in your kit. So everything you need to run this business can fit in this bag. We have one product to know, and that's it. So that is your new stylist kit. So hopefully we have a lot of kits going out today.
Yes, that is so awesome. And you guys, side note, I met Alethea because we traded our Ray Dunn. Like we're both Ray Dunn fanatics, and that's how I met her. So hopefully, is that all being weird? So you never know who you're gonna meet and where it will lead. A lot of these girls that are gonna talk today, I met through different things that led us to come together. So it's really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that, Alethea. And one little side note, you guys. Oh, is it all? Let me take a you. Hold on. One little side note. So right now with the company where we're at, we have seen insane amount of growth within the last few months. I think they said it was like 153% growth this April since last April, which is insane. And so right now we're seeing like a lot, if you guys notice, we're seeing a lot of out of stocks of the nail sets on our website. It's just because of the time that we're in right now. The company has made something, we can go over later, but that will allow us to be able to send customers to the website, and they're going to be doing restocks. But I'm saying that because the kit is going to be stocked with 13 full sets that are in so much demand right now that you can turn around and sell right away. And the samples are like literally amazing, and you can start sending those out to people right away. So the things that are coming in the kit are highly sought after. So anyway, thanks for sharing that, Alethea. Next up, we're going to have Lindsay, and she is going to be talking about our new stylist training and some other resources that we have. I have to find her, or she can unmute herself.
Okay, I'm unmuted.
Okay, good.
All right, but it's hard to find my face in all of these spaces tonight. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here. My name is Lindsay Prococo, and I have been with Color Street for just about 1.5 years now. And I live in Minnesota. I have 2 young boys. My husband is an elementary school teacher, and Color Street is my full-time gig. A little bit, my story is kind of similar to Julie's in a way. We actually met through our past 2 companies. This is my third take at online network marketing. And in my first 2 businesses that I ran, it just got really deep. I was into health and wellness. And though I really liked it, I lost out on that fun and that fire that Julie was kind of talking about. I wanted something that was fun again. And I found myself retreating because it was just getting to be too deep for me. And so Julie and I actually were in the first 2 companies at the same time, but on separate teams. And so when she left our first company, went to the second, I was also thinking about joining that company because now my mindset has shifted. I'm seeing a different viewpoint when it comes to, if I'm going to do a business like this, I'm asking myself a lot different questions than I did when I first joined my first company. I know how important it is to join with somebody that I fully trust. I know how important it is to join a company that has a product that I also really love. And so I went to my second one. We're both doing the same business, but on 2 separate teams. And we both would get to the same point. Like, I think we found success. I think we both found success in our past companies, but like Julie said, we both had huge goals and we were unable to attain them in those first 2 companies. And so she left and joined Color Street. And you guys, I literally laughed out loud. I could not believe that this girl was going to sell nail polish. I was like, you were changing lives with health and wellness, making people healthy and changing their lifestyle. And now you're selling nail polish? Literally thought to myself, wow. So anyways, I was watching her success and I was like, no. But it's in the back of my head. I was like, nope, not going to do it. And then she ended up sending me a full pack of Tokyo lights for my birthday. And she knew what she was doing when she sent me that stinking set, like that's the that glitter is the new black. Like she knew what she was doing. And I ignored it for a little bit. And then finally one night I put it on and I was like, oh God, now I have to do this. So I messaged her and I said, all right, I'm going to do this, but I'm not growing a team. I'm not going to have a team, Julie. And she said, okay. Well, lo and behold, within my first full month of joining Color Street, I had people within my group. Like she helped me run my launch party. I didn't have a party first. I just went straight to it. I was like, let's just do it, right? And so she helped me run it. And then within a month, I had people that were asking to join me. I had friends that were like, I want to do this too. And my team just started to grow and it literally exploded. And I didn't even know what was happening. Sales for me are my big thing. I really love my VIP group. I train on how to run a VIP group all the time. I love sales. I'm really good at them. So I get really excited to share things with the team that I have created to help I don't want people to have to reinvent the wheel, because when Julie started this, there was nothing for her. There was nothing for her, and she had to create it. And when most of us girls that you're going to hear tonight joined, we didn't really have anything. We just had the support of each other. We didn't have resources to really go to. Like Julie was just starting to create a new stylist training, which I'll talk about. And so now what has happened is since my team has started to grow so much, and since I've really found my niche and like what I feel like I'm good at, I kind of feel like I'm the resources girl for the team. So I create all the things for you guys. So that's what I want to talk to you about tonight. So when you decide that you want to join with the person that invited you here, obviously you're going to get that incredible kit that Alethea just shared with you, but you're also going to be, people say, am I going to have support? Holy crap, girl, you're going to have more support than you really know what to do with. And I've tried really hard to organize it for you, so you aren't running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I want this to be an easy process for you, and I think we have a good system in place. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is it's called our team link tree. So when you join any sort of company, there's all these different groups and things, and you don't know what's what. I had everything saved to the notes section of my phone for months, like literally probably the last year plus. Everything was just saved to the notes section of my phone. And then I'm trying to pass it on to new stylist. So what I did is I created our team link tree, and I'm going to share my screen. I hope that this works. Julie, can you give me a thumbs up? Can you see that? Okay, so this is our team link tree, which I created, and it's shared with our team. And it's kind of like a working document that I'm always updating and changing based on the needs of our stylists, the new things that happen, and that I can add in here as a great resource. So we have a link straight to our team page. We have our new stylist training on Facebook, which I'll share with you in a moment. We have our social media posting calendar, which I'm going to share with you in a second. Yes, you don't know what to talk about, girl, I got you covered. We have a link to this whole opportunity. We have our group on Facebook for people that are thinking about joining. We have a mock party. So you've never run a party before? Oh girl, me neither. I never, ever, ever, ever ran parties before with my other businesses. This part scared the crap out of me, and it was something I was so nervous about. But the person that you join with will help you through it all. But if you want to see what a party looks like kind of frozen and in order, we have an idea for you, okay? We have a new stylist checklist. We have an official, there's just all these things, you guys. You click on these, they take you to the right place, okay? We have tons of different, people are always asking about graphics. We have a ton of different graphics groups that I found that have been really helpful, so you can find them there and use those within your VIP groups. Navigating your virtual office, you guys, like it's all here. Everything you will ever need is here. And if it's not here, you tell me and I will add it, okay? The other thing that we have, and this is something that Julie created, this is our new stylist training. So Color Street just recently created an app, and I just had to update mine. We have an app for new stylists that when you join, and it actually has a training section on it. And you can go through the training and it gives you little quizzes at the end, and it allows you to actually earn product for free just for doing your job. This is an amazing thing, resource for new stylists to go through. Most of them are videos, so it's kind of hard to go back and find what you're looking for. But our new stylist training, Julie has it set up so it's in different modules. So you can just go in order and go at your own pace. You do this, you will know the basics of everything you need to get started. Okay, let's get onto my social. This is my baby. This is what I do every month. Okay, you don't know what to post about? I gotcha. I give you 2 to 3 things to post about every single day on both your personal page and within your VIP groups. Every single day. You don't have to follow it. I don't always follow it, but when I'm feeling like really uninspired, I open up the calendar that I made and I look for something and I'm like, okay, I can do this. But what's really cool too is at the bottom, I actually have graphics attached that go for every day and in order for you. Okay, we are here to support you. On top of that, here's the mock party I was talking about. It's what a party could look like. Doesn't have to be what it looks like, but it's all here for you to see how the wording is, kind of like the times and the days that we post things. I do a welcome video at the beginning of all my parties. So here's an example of what one of my party videos looks like. How we thank people for their orders if you choose to do that. hostess guides, hostess coaching that I'm really into. The whole party is in here for you. So you can see that. And then also for people like, okay, so let's say you decide to join and then your best friend Mary's like, oh my gosh, I think I want to learn more. Well, maybe we're not having a workshop happening at this very moment. I've taken all these topics that are the most popular and I've broken them down into another link tree. This is our Team Threefold United opportunity. So you can just send them this link and they can click and they can see, oh, I want to know more about the starter kit. Well, what the heck is in the starter kit? Well, they click on the link and it's slow because it's my computer. And it's going to give you a picture of what is in the starter kit, if it ever loads. And then all the information at the bottom of what actually comes in it and how much it is. Okay, that's just one thing. So that's just an example there. We have information about the twosies that Alethea was talking about. Like I never carried stock. Everyone went to my website. The only thing I ever had was twosies. We have everything in here that you would ever need to know. So the answer to your question, will you find support? Girl, yes, we got it all for you. And if it's not there, I will make it happen. So if that is something that's weighing on you heavily and you're just not sure if you're going to know what to do and how to do it, we got it for you. So thank you so much for listening in. I really appreciate it. And for those stylists that are here, thank you so much for allowing me to support you in your businesses. And I'm excited to see who else we will get to help along the way.
Thanks, Lindsay. And you guys, one thing I forgot to mention when I was introducing Lindsay is that last year at our Color Street conference, Lindsay walked the stage as our number 5 in top sales out of the entire company for the year. Isn't that amazing? So she deserves a little clap because that's amazing. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is how to run your business and have a busy life. I know a lot of people have crazy busy lives, whether that's for working jobs or, have a bunch of kids. And Jenna is going to share a little bit about that topic.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to see here. If I do speaker mode, it's not popping to me on my screen. It's just on you, but that's
okay.
It's fine. I'll do gallery because I don't really need to see myself. I'm not sharing my screen. So, hi. I am so glad that everybody's here. My name is Jenna Clocher, and I have been a stylist with Color Street since August of 2018. So kind of right when our team was growing is when I started. I also live in Minnesota, like Lindsay. Did not know Lindsay though. I'm married to my husband, Jesse, and then we have 3 kids. Easton is almost 6, and then our twin girls, Charlie and Emerson, will be 2 at the end of the month. So I met Julie from a previous company, kind of like Lindsay had done. We were on the same team, but we were in different downlines, I guess you could say. So I didn't really know her, but we did become Facebook friends just because of that venture. And she, parted from that company, and so did I, but I didn't move on to anything else. And I just figured that wasn't for me. I was just going to go on working at my office job, and I was a dance teacher. And so that's what I did. I actually worked part-time in an office for teaching dance. That's the whole thing. And then I taught dance at night. And so it's kind of back and forth for that, not really seeing my husband a whole lot. And I always had this dream that it would be different than that, but I never really knew how that would come true. Well, once we found out I was pregnant with twins, we decided I was going to stay home full time. And we were just like, we're just going to make it work. It is what it is. And right before I had them, I was thinking, how am I going to make money from home? Like, how are we going to do this? I need to join something so I can sell something. And I was thinking of all these companies and nothing was really making me excited about it. And I just pushed it out of my mind. I was like, whatever, if nothing is making me excited, I'm not going to do anything. And so fast forward, twins are born. They're about 2 months old. Still not thinking about how I can go to work. I'm just thinking about caring for my newborns. And I see a post that Julie makes about this nail polish strip that is dry and all you have to do is perforate it with your finger and it's done. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, there's no way that this is true. I'm thinking about this other company that was great in its own way, that I did not like. And so I thought, well, this seems too good to be true, but I'm going to request a sample. She sent me a sample. I think it sat on my counter for a while. And then I tried it and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is amazing. I didn't even paint my other nails. I just had my ring fingers done for the longest time. And then I got my mom to go in on an order with me because I felt guilty about placing an order all by myself, that being out of work then at that point for 2 months and just being on one income, I knew I needed to save as much as I could. And like I said, I just felt guilty about spending the money on it. So I got my mom to go in on an order with me so I could tell my husband, like, well, I didn't really spend this much money. Like, my mom paid for half of it. So I tried my first set and I was blown away. And I was like, I really feel like I have to do this. And I was talking to my husband about it, and he's kind of like that devil's advocate person with everything. And so he was like, how is this going to be different, really? And I was like, well, I just really feel like it is. Like, I feel like I'm going to be good at it. And so I went into it without any big expectations, just that I loved the product so much. And that if I loved it so much, as someone who used to be a horrible nail biter, like horrible, you guys, my nails would bleed. If I loved it that much, then other people were going to love it too. And so she hosted a party for me. Well, you know, I acted like I was the host, but Julie ran it and it was awesome. Like, it went really great. People absolutely loved the nail strips. We're so excited when I announced I was a stylist, and it has just exploded ever since. And kind of like Lindsay, I never really expected to have a team. I know she like straightforward said, I'm not going to have a team. I was just kind of like, I don't know, like, we'll see what happens. And just because people loved it so much, then people started to want to join. And it was around then that I, you know, a couple months into it, or maybe not even a couple months, it was probably like a month into it, I realized that this could be really huge for me. And so I just decided it was time to run with it. And I'm so glad that I did. I feel insanely blessed by this company. And I'm just so thankful for drying out polish strips. And so that is my story. Sorry that it's really long. But my topic is about working your business with a busy life. So everybody has something that's busy in their life. So, but everybody's busy looks different. So maybe your busy is that you work full time. Right now, even maybe you're away from home, or maybe you're working full time in home and trying to teach your kids and all that stuff that's crazy. Maybe you're like me and you're a stay-at-home mom. And that's where my busy is right now. Yes, I'm home. Right now, I'm home all the time. I'll lose my mind. Just kidding, but not really. But I'm home all the time, but I have things that I need to do here. Like, my husband works for Costco, and so he is gone 60, 70 hours a week. And it's just me and the kids most of the time. And so when he is home, we like to try and take advantage of that. And I try my best not to plug into my business. But when he's away and it's just me and the kids, as you know, if you have had 2-year-olds or almost 2-year-olds, it's really hard. Like, they were just dumping sand on each other today. And that was just today. And you know how that is. And so turning your back for a second, you know how crazy that can be. And so I've needed to get more creative with my business now than I did before. Like, people thought I was crazy when I signed up to start my business when I had 2-month-old twins. But I am telling you, it is harder now that they're almost 2 because they're all over the place. So I just have to figure out how it's going to work for me. And so what I want to start off by saying, like, this is your business. If you decide to sign up, it's your business. So what you do isn't going to be what I do, because mine is mine and yours is yours. And so work it the way that you want to work it. Also, the amount of time you put into it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the amount of success you're going to have. So just know that everybody is at different chapters in their journey. And so you can't compare one person to another. Some people might be spending hours because this is the first thing they've ever done like this. And so they need to start building from there. And so they're going to spend a lot longer. Some people already have a following. And so they maybe don't necessarily have to spend as much time in that piece of it. So just know where you're at when you begin so that you don't start feeling like you're not meeting expectations. And then another thing is work smarter and not harder. And so there's a lot of tools, like the tools that Lindsay had showed you to be able to work your business really smart. And some of the other tools that we have are super simple, like Facebook Scheduler. Use that all the time in my group. And it's something that you can just sit down and schedule out your posts for the week so that you're not on your phone or your computer constantly. Because I know people worry about that. They worry about always having their phone in their face. And so know that you can utilize that. There's other like third-party apps like Post My Party, or I can't even think of any other ones because I just use Post My Party, where you can create a template and it will just run the parties based off that template in a group for you. So you don't have to sit there constantly. You just need to check in when you get a chance. Also, utilizing your phone calendar, or if you're a pen and paper person, your planner, to be able to sit down, look at the month, plan out the month, look at what Lindsay has in the social media calendar and kind of see like how the things that you're going to be posting in your group are going to align with that. And use the cracks of time that you do have to schedule those posts so that you are always staying relevant in your group and on your personal page. I know you can't schedule on your personal page, but if you can get things scheduled in your Facebook group, then that part's already taken care of. And when you do just think about posting on your personal page, you can just do it really quickly. And then you can just check in into your Facebook group whenever you get a chance. So you just figure out right now, like, when are your cracks of time? Like, I always have this vision that I'm going to be this super early riser and I'm going to work out and I'm going to work on my business. But that never happens. I wake up when my son comes in my room and he like jumps on my bed at 8:30. And so I needed to reset my vision of how I was going to work my business. And so mine is like, it's now. It's when the twins usually go to bed at like 7:30 and Easton usually goes to bed at 8:30, but because it started at 8:30, he's actually right over there playing on his video game to keep him occupied. But that's when I get the most work done, is when I am alone. But I do have moments to myself that I just quick, if they're playing good, I'll just pop onto my phone really quick and maybe I'll check and do a party, or maybe I'll post a picture of my nails for on my stories or something like that. I just take those cracks of time that I have and I utilize them the best that I can. And then take those longer chunks of time that you have to really set out your schedule. So basically, like, it really can be done. I know that we all have busy lives, but I just want you to know that you can fit it in. It's just a matter of fitting it in, doing what works for you and what aligns with what goals that you have. So those are my tips.
Thanks, Jenna. That was great. I always love hearing about that. When I have twins too. And so when Jenna signed up with her twins at 2 months old, I was like, I can't imagine doing this business when my twins were 2 months. And she made it look like she could do it. She's obviously, because she's at this place now. Okay. So next we're going to talk about parties and host rewards with Danica. Okay, there, unmuted. Barely.
Oh.
Can you guys hear her? Yeah, you might have to just talk loud.
Okay. Better?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do my best. I talk pretty loud, so. I'm excited. Yay. So I'm Danica Herman. I have been with Color Street for almost 16 months now. And like the other ladies, this is not my first rodeo in the MLM or direct sales. This is actually number 4 for me. And that's how I met Julie, through another company. And that was the second company. And that's the company that I put a lot of time and energy into. and kind of like Julie and Lindsay and Jenna, because it was all the same company, really just got burned out, and you put a lot of time and effort to not see a ton of success. And that was really hard for me because I am a busy mom. I'm married. My husband works full time. He owns his own company. We have 3 kids. And then I also work for a retail company, and I work anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week. And at the time when I had started doing direct selling, I was in stores and I had crazy hours. And my reason for wanting something different was I hated that. I hated the craziness. I hated being away from my family on holidays and weekends. And I was looking for stability and something that I could be passionate about and find fulfillment, but also that could create some type of a schedule and work-life balance for me that was much better than what I had going on. So fast forward a little bit to this journey. I am not in retail in the stores, but I still work for the same company, but I'm still just as busy. And when I started this, I was like, I'm not really going to do much. So I have 3 kids. Like I said, my third was 2 months old at the time. I had just started an online clothing boutique with my mom, and we had just launched everything. So I was like, okay, I don't have time for anything else. So when I started seeing Color Street come about, I had ordered from a different friend's party, not Julie, but a different friend, just bought them because when I like stuff, I buy stuff. So it's like, well, what do I have to lose? And then I liked them. Then I saw Julie was having a party, so I was like, oh, I'll support her too, and bought some more. And I like them, right? And then I started to see the success she was having, and it intrigued me, but I was busy. And I had really crazy postpartum anxiety when I had my third. And so tackling that on top of how I was doing with the boutique, like I didn't have time, you guys. I just didn't. But it kept like tugging on my heart that I trusted Julie. I had done things with Julie, and I was seeing her enjoying this and passionate about it and finding success. And I knew and felt like it's got to be something, you guys. If she's loving it, it's got to be something. So I was like, well, I have a boutique. I can make this work. Like I can complement the boutique. When I have people over at my house to shop our clothes in our basement, I'll just have the nails out and I'll have like a little party at home. And that's all I'm going to do. And I told her, I was like, I'm not telling anybody. Like people are going to think I'm nuts because this is number 4. What is she doing now? Like all of those things that probably go through some of your heads. Like I had it all. And I was like, I'm not going to share about it. I will have a little party that is my lunch party. And then I'm just going to compliment my clothes and that's it. So that's how I thought I was starting this journey. And I had my launch party and that was great. And I really couldn't not share about it. I love the product so much. And the girls in my VIP group, I was like, they love it. They want it. And then a lot of them were asking me like about the opportunity. And I was like, okay, so that very quickly turned into a full-on business that I was running. And I have loved every second of it. And I closed my clothing boutique because I wanted to be able to focus more time. I still am crazy busy. Some days I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but it works. And this opportunity has literally changed my family's life. Like I told you my story at the beginning, I was looking for work-life balance. I was looking for a way to not go through all the crazy schedule and crap I was going through. And like, this is it. And again, someone who has tried and failed in the past, this is different, you guys. Like it's life-changing for us. I mean, that's all I can say. Like it's been such a blessing for my family, and I am forever grateful for this. So I will stop talking about myself and start talking about parties and host rewards. So this business, like I think it was Lindsay or Julie mentioned, a lot of it is based on parties. And that is different than some of the other companies, but it's such a blessing because it is your way to network. It's your way to meet new people. It's your way to get potential stylists, future VIPs, hosts. It's just a really cool way to open up the door to meet other people. You will find if you join in that your group, like your warm or your hot market of people, they'll probably run out quickly. So being able to find hosts and meet new people and connect, and like Alethea talked about, just like being a product of the product, that is really going to unlock and unleash some of the business opportunities for you. So there's two different ways you can do parties right now. There's only one way you can do parties, which is online. But when we're not in this crazy time, you can also do in-home parties. You could do vendor events. And a lot of girls have so much fun with that and a ton of success. It's like a creative outlet for them. They get to meet people, have a community connection in person. And then other of us, so myself, like I'm an introvert, so the ability to be able to do things online for me is awesome. I still feel the connection and I get to do things like this where I'm chatting, and I do obviously meet up with people, but running online parties for me has just worked out much better. And like I said, and Lindsay had mentioned that there is a mock party. So when we say you run parties, do not get intimidated by that, because there are tons of resources available to kind of set you up to guide your way. And the really cool thing I like about it is it's an outline, but then it allows you to be able to create your own personal spin on those things, change up wording, make your own graphics, really bring out yourself within those parties, or a hostess. A lot of people have really cool quirks or interests, they like shows, and there's a ton of different templates that you can use to really personalize the party for them. So I love being able to run parties and meet new people for that. Other tools available, like I said, there's a mock party. So really don't get worried about how am I going to post, what am I going to know? All of those things are set for you. And then using Facebook Scheduler or some type of scheduler is really kind of a must, unless you want to stay in post each thing manually. But utilize your tools, work harder, not smart, or work smarter, not harder. And then the reason for parties, you guys. So one, to get your hosts rewards, to meet new people. But hostess rewards allow your customers, if maybe they can't afford it, like Alethea was talking about, a way to earn free nail sets. And who doesn't want free stuff, right? So they host a party, and anything $150 or more potentially gets them rewards. As they increase sales within their party, then their rewards increase. And that's for product credit, half off credit, and then at $300 and above, it's free shipping. And there's nice graphics out there to be able to share with you guys and to share with your hosts, so that they can easily see what they would get in each different bucket. And then my favorite part too is if they have friends that want to book, then they also can get hostess credits and booking credits off of that as well. So it's like friends helping friends, and again, continuing as a stylist to help grow your network. So it's super, super cool. And then the best of the best is your upline, or whoever invited you to this group, if you sign up with them, will then potentially run or help you run your launch party. And that's really your introduction to parties. We set it up for you. We invite you into the new stylist training and the mock party group. And then we do those posts for you. If you are familiar with this, you've done this before, you're absolutely welcome to run your own with the support of your upline. But that's your introduction. And it's super cool because not only are you meeting people and sharing, but you're earning the hostess rewards on top of the commission. So you're kind of double dipping, if you will, and the company wants you to do that. It's encouraged. So you're running your own party, you're earning the hostess rewards, and then you're getting commission on that. So it's a really nice way to also get back money towards the kit and your initial investment on that. So again, you have the option to run it yourself, but most people allow their upline to help them with that. And that's just a really great way to kind of kick off and jumpstart your business. So tons of info on parties. There's tons of resources. Do not be afraid. They are amazing, and they will completely help you network and get your business growing.
Thanks, Danica. Okay, so you guys, we only have 2 more topics. Thanks for hanging in here with us. And this is being recorded, so you can watch the recording later if you need it. Next up is Jennifer Moore, and she's going to talk a little bit more about twosies and samples.
Hey everyone, I'm Jennifer Moore, and I will give you a quick rundown because I actually joined in November of 2018. And I was like Lindsay, I was not going to build a team. I was in the middle of my preschool practicum, and I was subbing, and I have 5 children at home, and I just, I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I've done two MLMs. They did not work out, but these are really amazing, and I want to be able to support my own habits, so let's go. So anyhow, and honestly, my upline, she I kept handing her card out to everyone. You know, it's like, you kind of get to the point where you're just like, wait a second, this is kind of stupid. Why do I keep giving someone else my sales and stuff? So, and it, you know, I've done sales for years. I'm not afraid of people. I'm pretty extroverted myself, but I've done sales for years too. And I just was like, I don't want to get involved in something that isn't, I don't know, enjoyable to me, if that makes sense. And this was enjoyable. So that being said, Tuesdays, they are absolutely the bread and butter. Like Alethea said, you get 72 of them in your kit, but you can also order more later on from your virtual office. They also have this amazing, okay, so you can get the Tuesdays in different packs and everything. They come in, you know, either nail art and design or French or solids and glitters, different types. And like I said, you get kind of a mixture of that when you first sign up. But one of the other things you can also get are these sample cards, and that kind of came out, gosh, I can't remember the exact date. Do you remember, anyone? But they came out relatively recently. We were making them ourselves, and most people still do. They do have their own cards. This is actually one that was designed for us by our people here in Threefold. And you can make your own if you want to as well. But this is kind of a cool thing because it comes ready for you, and all you have to do is either write something on the back if you wanted to, write your own note, etc. to people. You can add a sticker like I do with mine, and they're ready to go. And that's something that's really nice for me when I'm feeling like rushed and I don't want to have to put together a bunch of things. This is ready to go. Plus it has Tokyo lights on it, and who doesn't love Tokyo lights, right? So let's see here. I mean, how many people here, because I know most of the people here have been here because they've tried this product. So how many of you tried it because you ever got one of these? How did you try it? Raise your hand. Keep your hand raised if this is how you first, or that you have had these. Keep your hands raised if you immediately bought right after you got one. Okay, so that's the thing. They sell themselves, ladies. It's not a selling thing. That's why Tuesdays are amazing. That's why you need to, you know, get on with this, because any other MLM that I've been with, this is not something you get. You don't get to just hand someone this. You don't get to put something like this on someone and then instantly go, oh my gosh. So these bread and butter, that's all you need. I'm pretty easy when it comes to what I'm talking about. They gave me the easiest topic, I think. But it is amazing. So just keep that in mind. They are awesome. I love my Tuesdays.
Thank you. So you guys, that postcard that Jennifer was talking about is something that's on the website, and it's really simple, or you can get fancy. And I have created a design, and it's a postcard, and I put everything inside of this. So, and we have this inside of the new stylist training if you decide to go that route too. So I get to talk to you guys now about the compensation plan, because I know a lot of you are, you know, curious about how you could get paid with Color Street, which is a valid question, right? I know a lot of us love these nail polish strips, but a lot of us also need to be able to have an income to help our families in some way. So I'm going to share my screen and show you guys a couple and walk through a couple of the resources that are in our virtual office once you sign up. So you'll be able to see them again. And just one quick thing, if you do have any questions, start putting them inside of the chat feature, because right after this, I'll answer any questions that are there that we haven't been able to answer, or go back over some of them. And also, if you're ready to join, please make sure that you go to the person that invited you here to this Zoom call, because they're going to be ready to give you their link and get you all started and situated and get you everything that you need, but just go to them. Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so here is the compensation plan summary. So right off the top, you're going to get paid weekly 25%. When it says personal volume, that's just any sales. So let's say you purchased a buy 3, get 1 free yourself, and it was $35 for all 4 of those nail sets. That counts as your PV, that exact amount, personal volume. So you would get 25% of your own orders and any orders from your customers right off the top, paid every single week. And the week starts on Wednesday ends on Tuesday, you're paid on Thursday. So if you signed up today, you had sales for this week, you would get paid for them next Thursday, which is amazing. We have a whole pay portal for where you're going to get paid. But we also have an enhanced commission where if you personally sell between these amounts, you're going to earn an additional 3%. If you sell between $1,200 and $1,799, you're going to earn additional 5% in a bonus, which is an enhanced retail commission. Between $1,800 and $2,399, 7%, and then $2,400 or more, you're getting 10% additional. That's just from sales of your own nail strips for yourself or from your customers, which is amazing. My goal from the start has always been to at least get to this $2,400 mark, which I know sounds crazy, and I've done it every single month. But we have, ideas to help you too. Once you get to $300, it's what we call bonus qualified, which means you are able to start earning a bonus should you have a team under you. To remain active, which is a question that someone asked, all you have to do is sell at least $300 within 1 calendar month in a 6-month period in order to remain active. And I like to say that typically happens with one party from what I have seen. So this is a little bit about all of the different ranks that you can achieve and what is required for each of the ranks, and then what kinds those. So our retail commissions are always going to stay the same, and then you'll start getting bonuses and leadership level bonuses, and even more when you start getting into this executive levels. Every girl that is talking tonight is at least at this executive level. One is at this one, and I'm at this one. So it kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of just how much is available for us, and we can break this down a little bit more. I know it can sometimes be confusing. So just to give you a little bit more of an idea of what that looks like for an income for yourself according to all those ranks. So this shows you what the percentages are for the top 25% of people who are just stylists, meaning they have not bonus qualified. They have not sold $300 within a calendar month. Then for BQ'd stylists, which is people who have bonus qualified, it gives you their average annual income all the way down, okay? So this is just like something that we have put together for everyone so they kind of can get an idea of what it looks like practically and how you would get paid at each rank for what is average, okay? So this is also in the resources of your virtual office should you want to look at this. So another way to get paid within your first 95 days, and if you sign up in April or May, this is actually going to be extended for 2 weeks, 14 days. They're giving us more time right now. But within your first 35 days, if you sell $1,000, you're going to get a $50 product credit. Okay. Also, within your first 35 days, if you sign up someone underneath you and they bonus qualify, you're also going to get a $50 product credit for yourself, okay? Then within your first 65 days, if you sell personally $2,500, you are going to get $75 in product credit. And if you, within that whole time period, 65 days, you have 3 qualified stylists who sign up under you, you're going to get $75. Those are all like added together. Now, as a stylist, if you are enrolling someone who hits these jump starts, it matches for you. So let's say I recruited 3 people and they all hit their first jump start right here, then I would personally get $150 in product credit and they would each get $50, okay? If within your first 4 commission periods, so commission periods meaning the end of every month, you're going to get $100. This is not a product credit, it's actual cash that you're getting if you hit team leader. And then if you hit it within your first 3 commission periods, you're going to get $200. That's also matched with your enroller. Okay. So this Jumpstart bonus really does set you up for success. I hit all of them. All of these I hit within my first 25 days. And then I did become a team leader in 4 months, but I just had a girl who signed up last month who hit all of these jump starts except for this one so far, all of the rest, and was team leader in 1 month. So it's totally possible to be able to do that. People are doing better than I even did when I started. Another thing that the company has introduced starting January 1st is something called Circle of Excellence. It's amazing because it's giving us cash bonuses for things that we should try to be doing if we're wanting to run this business anyway. So to get into the Circle of Excellence, you need to sell or purchase, hopefully sell, $1,000 within a calendar month and personally enroll 2 stylists. They do not need to BBQ. They just need to be signed up with you. And then depending on your rank, you're going to get this bonus. So if you're a BQ stylist or senior stylist, you're getting $100. If you're a team leader, $150, director, $250, senior director and higher, $500 every month for 6 months. They're also giving us a charm bracelet and a charm for each month that we achieve it. Those who get all 6 months in a row, which I think we have 6 girls right now who are in the running for that. Our conference was just changed to virtual, but you would have stage recognition at conference and then access to a private Facebook group. So it's really cool. This is something that like in my almost 2 years of being a stylist, this is the first time they've ever done this kind of like bonus structure. And it's such a big deal for when you hit it. Danica talked a little bit about those host rewards. This is what they are, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew that you can host parties in your own name and receive these host rewards plus commissions off the same orders, which is huge in our business. Like being able to get nail strips for free that we can then turn around and sell or use as giveaways or whatever we need. All of this can be used for ourselves, which is such a perk. I'm so thankful that Color Street allows us to do that. I try and keep my party links open until they get to this $1,000 mark, because then I'm getting 25% in host rewards plus 25% in commissions off the same orders, which is amazing. We also have, and this isn't necessarily getting paid, but I thought I would mention it. We have what is it called? An incentive trip every single year so far. It's been 2 years. The first one was a cruise, and only Jenna and I earned it that first year. She wasn't able to go, but I went by myself. So that was a big step for me. But then I can't remember how many we have for this one. I think it was at least 20 girls on our team who earned this, which is really amazing. So all inclusive, they had to change the date. It was supposed to be in May, but it's now going to be in October, I think it is. But there's just certain requirements that you had to do in order to get there. So fun note that Lindsay and I were the top 2 point earners in the whole company for this. And I truly believe that you guys can get there, and I can't wait to see what they're going to announce for our next one and who's going to go with us. I'm so excited. Okay. Then also they give us promo perks. So as you're promoting in your business, they're going to be giving you certain things as you get to director. You get this really cool, I should have brought it, but you get this really cool hard case. And then at senior director, you get another like rolling luggage, and then executive, you get another larger rolling luggage, and then necklaces for senior executive director and above. Okay. So cool. And then they also send, I'm going to unshare my screen and show you guys this. They also send these little pins when you get to, senior stylist or above, and they're like magnetic, and you can put them on your shirt. They like love it when you're putting it on your shirt when you're going around. But it's just like ways for them to be able to acknowledge the good work that you're doing. And our team does that a lot. We love shout outs and recognition. That's like part of my heart. Like I love being shouted out and having that recognition for myself. So I really encourage my team to do that for their girls too. So anyway, that's a little bit about the compensation plan. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, and I can answer them live here so that everyone can get the answer, especially if you're watching the replay. But thanks so much for being on here with us, you guys. I hope that you've learned a lot about what this opportunity can do for you. And like I said, if you have decided that this is something that you want to do, make sure you get with the person that invited you here and get the link to sign up. Okay. I'm just going to look real quick if there was anything that we didn't answer. How much is the website fee monthly? That was a great question, Yvette. It is $9.95 per month. The first 2 months are free. So like if you signed up today, this month and next month would be free. And then it wouldn't start until the following month. Rebecca said the enhanced commission is unique. It is. It's really cool. I love that they're giving us an enhanced commission for just doing what we're trying to do. If you're trying to host parties every month, you're going to be hitting that enhanced commission, and it's a big deal. And we like to shout you out in something called we call the Comma Club, which means if you've sold 1,000 or more in a calendar month, we have like a whole giveaway, and Lindsay does this whole thing for us. So it's really cool. Let me see what else. Okay, during this pandemic, have you noticed an increase or decrease in sales? You guys, like 1,000% we've seen an increase. April was our biggest month by far. So just to put it in perspective, March had been our previous biggest month in sales, and we had sold $478,000 in March. April came around, and as a team, we sold $579,000 more in April than we did in March. And that wasn't just our team. It was the entire company that was seeing that kind of crazy amount of growth. So I think like Color Street's only been around for 3 years, not even 3 years in June. We're still in the very baby stages of what this business is. I feel like we're on the brink of something huge. When they talk about getting in on something at the ground floor, I still believe we are at the ground floor level. We have less than 74,000 active stylists within the entire United States and opening up to Canada later this year. So the potential for growth within your business is huge if you're wanting to work it. So yes, huge increase in sales. Everyone was saying that. How do you host parties when the volume of product is low online? So just a quick little tip. We have had to be a little bit creative, and we've talked about it a lot in our team page right now because, like I said, with all of those huge amounts of sales, we've had to get a little bit creative. But the company, Color Street, always has our back. I'm telling you that right now. I've been to their corporate offices twice. I have like meetings with some of these top leaders and people who are running the business, and they have our back 100%. And this morning they sent out an email that said they're changing things up a little bit, and they're going to be announcing to us in the morning what sets are going to be restocking that day. And they're limiting each person that's ordering to 2 of the same color. Like if you wanted 2 Himalayan salts, you can only get 2 per order, which I think is going to be so great for us and our customers to be able to go back and shop on our website at those times when we know they're going to be restocking those sets for now. So it's just going to be something temporary until we can get a handle on how much is getting put out right now. You can imagine our home office is located in New Jersey, and that's right next to New York, which is like the epicenter of what's happened with COVID, basically. And so we've had to take precautions that they've put on warehouses. The good news is we are not closed. We are open for business. We are seeing incredible growth. We're an in-demand product, and because of that, we're having tons of sales, which is great for you. I honestly think it's a great time to sign up right now, and we'll be able to help you go through that training and get all situated and get your samples set up before you do that party. And by then you'll have your kit and all that. So it really is a great time. But I think that limiting the nail sets that for now that we can get online is going to be a huge help for our customers to be able to purchase again on our websites, and for us as stylists to be able to send them there. Rather than having them only purchase stock from us. Because as a business, we want you to be able to choose. Do you want to have an inventory at your house or do you not? And I think that is a great way for how that is going to be taken care of. So like I said, the company is doing daily videos, updating us on how what their plan is, which I think is so amazing. They're telling us what to expect. And we're having to keep a distance inside of our warehouse of 6 feet per person, which is why it's taking a little bit longer, because normally we pack them in, right? We have lots of people everywhere, but we can't do that right now. But I appreciate it because it means that they're taking their safety seriously, and they are really trying to, like, could you imagine if there was an outbreak in COVID, we would be closed. So they have to be very cautious. Taxes, do we charge sales tax? Does the company send a W-2 at the end of the year? So the company charges us sales tax when we purchase it. That's up to you if you want to recharge it to someone who's purchasing from you. I personally don't. They will not be giving a W-2 at the end of the year. You will get a 1099 as an independent contractor. Okay? If you have tax questions, that's not something that I will answer. You can ask a tax professional, and they'll be able to get you all that information on what you can deduct and all of that. If we are selling from our stock, how do we get the credit for selling them? So typically what I do if I'm selling from my stock is I will sell them. Let's say I sold them for $50. I would take that $50 and reinvest it back in my business. And putting it back in my business means I'm going to my website and placing an order, and that's how you're getting the personal volume in it. Okay? Yes, so someone else answered that. Okay. Oh, on our team right now, oh gosh, I should look. We have almost 1,200 stylists on our team right now, which is incredible. It's growing at rapid rates. I can't even believe it. Tons of support, you guys. If you ask a question or if you need a question answered, we have a search bar in our team page, literally everything that you could possibly need. And I love our team. When I started this team, I had this vision of how I wanted it to be, and the close-knit type of team that support that I never felt like I had before. And even as we're growing, I feel like we're getting that because we've taught each other how to do that. And so we're giving, smaller teams are having that support and that camaraderie together. And then us as a whole group, we have team calls like this that we can get more supportive. I try to get all the leaders to go live in our team page. And I really just feel like if you decide to join us, you're going to be joining the right team. And I don't mean that arrogantly. I just mean it's the truth. Okay. So anyway, I think that's all. If you guys have more questions, feel free to ask the person who invited you. I will get the recording out for you guys, but thanks so much for spending your night with us. I feel like this was such a fun idea for us. It was the first time we've ever done this on Zoom, and we'll decide if we're going to do it again this way or if we'll go back to our Facebook group. But thank you for spending your night with us, and I can't wait to see who decides to join us in this opportunity, and we can't wait to shout you out. If you do and you're in our team page, we're going to have to do a big shout out welcome to the team. Anyway, have a great night, you guys. Thanks for joining.